The Raven Age.
Hey, man.
How are you guys?
Yeah, very good, thank you.
Good, you're here at Download.
We are here after a little break.
We're saying it.
Yeah, we'll call it that. Just say a little break.
break.
How's your day been so far?
Yeah, unbelievable, man. I mean, we opened the main stage today,
Yeah.
and it's always like a tricky one to gauge any festival. And, you know, being Download, this is our like home of.
You knew what you were going to get here, though.
It was unbloody believable. I mean, we sea of Raven Age shirts and people singing all the bloody words. It was amazing. And started a bit later than we wanted. Kiss decided to leave a little bit of a after show mess
Really?
for the crowd today, but we got through it and we got everything set up in the end. A bit late, but it was better because more people out of bed coming into the arena.
Yeah, good. And once you finish here this weekend, what's the plan next? Where are you heading off to?
We're shooting straight from here. Luckily, we are staying again tonight, so we actually get to check out the bands later.
Yeah.
A few bands tomorrow. We're leaving like kind of late afternoon tomorrow, and heading back to Lyon in France because we've kind of done like a circuit of France already with Volbeat a couple of weeks ago, which is fucking awesome. Going back to Lyon, and then I can forget where we go after that, but we're basically doing a bunch more festivals.
Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Was it Amsterdam?
And then Copenhagen.
Amsterdam.
We're kind of going all over, basically. Ends in like mid-July. So
Good. That sounds great. Now, COVID was a big problem. The break, as we're calling it in this interview.
Right.
Obviously shut down all the tours and festivals and things. What kept you guys busy?
Well, it was difficult. I mean, there's no point going on about it. Everyone said probably the same thing, especially for the music industry. It hit us very, very hard.
Yeah.
We had obviously the plan was to release our third album, our third LP. And being in the industry nowadays, though, you can't release something like that without touring it.
Yeah.
We couldn't tour it, so we're like, cool, we'll sit on it for a bit. But we wanted to release something, so this is why we did the Exile Project, which was an acoustic, orchestral kind of arrangement thing for our fans, and it ended up being much bigger than we anticipated.
Album campaign, wasn't it? Which we weren't expecting it to. We had it's always something we wanted to do.
Yeah.
And we spoke about doing it quite a bit, and we were like, it's just going to be, we'll do a few acoustic versions of the songs because naturally you noodle around with the songs every now and then when you're kind of on tour, backstage or whatever. And I thought, this would be quite cool as an acoustic version. And also another thing was we wanted to get MJ singing a couple of our older songs as well. So it's a good way to do that. But yeah, it just snowballed into this bigger thing. We got like an orchestra involved, we got a piano player involved, and we had like a full album campaign. It actually went down a hell of a lot better than we had planned, which is great. And it worked as the perfect stopgap for us. So it kind of kept our fans going. We wrote 2 brand new songs on it just to keep things kind of fresh and we did a couple of videos, which was fun. So that's kind of, we filled our time with that, and we just really, really fucking honed our next album essentially.
Yeah. Good. And obviously, what was it like being back on stage as soon as you were allowed to be? For the first time, did everything kind of come flowing straight back, or did it take time?
I think so. We did a small like headline tour just around the UK in end of last year.
Yeah.
Just to dip our toe back in the water, kind of thing. Do something for our UK fans, and it was fantastic. It was a difficult time to do it, but we're glad we did it. And now we left for this summer tour about a month or so ago, and now we feel like we're back in the swing of it. Like it's like riding a bike. We feel like nothing. The fans are the same. And we feel great. We're just happy to be back doing what we are born to do, basically.
Yeah, good. And looking towards the end of this year, you'll be wanting to be out on the road, I am sure. What's kind of in the pipelines for the fall and winter time?
We've got some ideas. Mm-hmm. Nothing's been confirmed or announced yet. We're waiting for the right time to do that. But it's difficult because obviously the whole industry this year has been pushed over from the last 2 years.
Yeah.
So organisation in terms of that factor has been rather difficult. But I know it's boring and not everyone wants to hear it. But it's a big deal taking these kind of shows on the road. Takes a hell of a lot of logistics, hell of a lot of crew, a lot of people getting involved. So yeah, we've got some good stuff in the pipeline. So we finish. I think the last show's in. Sorry.
Hey. Hey Phoebe's been killing everyone today, me included. Yeah, we finished this up in like kind of mid-July.
Show in August as well.
Got a show, yeah, we've got a festival in Belgium in August, Alcatraz Festival, which should be cool. There's a few other things looming which we're like waiting on confirmation. Same deal with the end of the year. Like there's some really cool things potentially happening, but we don't know for sure, so we can't say.
Yeah.
Story of this year.
Yeah, exactly. So we're kind of just waiting there like, are we doing it, are we not? What are we doing? But, you know, it's very much going to hopefully involve our next album, single, that kind of thing. So it's exciting for us.
Yeah, and what's 2023 going to hold for you guys, do you think? Is it writing, recording, releasing, touring? What's kind of floating around in your head?
Stadiums. That's it, really.
Headlining festivals, like download?
Stadiums.
Just stadiums.
Don't need it.
Straight stadium.
Straight stadiums.
Well, it's going to include the release of the album, I guess, which is going to be quite a big deal for us. It's our third full-length LP, which is, you know, we feel is quite pivotal. But as soon as we had the last couple of years to kind of work on it, we've really, I don't know, it's not like, I don't think we've ever sat, we're not the type of band to sit down and go, right, okay, we're going to write in this direction because we want to achieve this. We're just completely natural songwriters, but we've kind of evolved over the last few years. It's a little bit more mature, I'd say, maybe, and we just really can't fucking wait for the fans to hear it. So that's like the excitement for us is people getting their ears around this new music that we have up our sleeves, basically, and seeing where the touring schedule is going to take us. We're going to sort of tour as much as we possibly can. Yeah,
excellent. Well, guys, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Catch up.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Same.
Cheers.
Thank you, man.